What's going on, everybody? This is Dunamis. Let me know if the sound is a little off. I think the sound issue got fixed up. I'm gonna try to check on my end too. Yeah, can you hear me? All right, I think we're good. Yeah, I'm in the chat if anybody has anything. But yeah, Indiana's down 10 first quarter, still time in the game. Caitlin Clark hits the step back jumper. She's been playing really well since the break. Maybe she just need to get her legs under her a little bit. You're playing against Minnesota. I believe Minnesota is probably the second best team in the league, right? Then Minnesota, um, New York's probably number one, and no, what? Not Connecticut. Connecticut's number two. Minnesota's number three, and I think Seattle's number four. So it's really a logjam at the top, and it's a bit of a logjam at the bottom. But yeah, Chicago and Atlanta both lost yesterday, so that kind of is making it what it is. Um, Really good game over with the Connecticut Sun and the Liberty. Might switch over to that at halftime or something. Um, Carlton is hooping right now. She is hooping right now. Caitlin Clark with the miss. Carlton has 10 points in the first quarter. She is hooping, man. Averaging 8 on the season, has 10 in the first quarter. Iowa State versus Iowa right now. 13-point lead. Minnesota's really showing why they are who they are. I'll tell you that right now, because they started off hot, and well, they have a really good record, and they're showing why. They're a really good team, paced by Nafisha Collier, the former Yukon Husky, having a real good year. Came off just coming off playing in the Olympics. Uh, Juha's another Yukon player. They have a nice little team. They have a nice little team. McBride out of Notre Dame. She's probably averaging what, 15 a night, 15.7 a night. So yeah, it's they got a good team. Veterans. They're trying to challenge for the chip. Connecticut's right there at 21-7 is Connecticut. The Liberty at 25-4. Clinch the playoff spot, and then Minnesota's at 28, 21-8. And then you have Seattle right behind them. And yeah, Caitlin Clark and the crew are trying to see what they could get done though. Haven't had a really kind of tough first quarter. As you can see, they're already down double digits, but still early. Caitlin Clark struggling from the field, 1 of 8. This is doing a miss ball. Feel free to check some of my other videos. I didn't post any shorts yet today, but can look to do that today. I'm trying to get feel free to subscribe, feel free to like. Been going live as much as possible, so mm. How's everybody's Saturday going? Are you happy that it's the weekend? It's always interesting when you get some Caitlin Clark basketball on the agenda. But I know it's a college football day, so I know that's what's on everybody's mind probably right now. First quarter just ended, so waiting for the second quarter to start. But yeah, I mean this is a good test for Indiana, and from Minnesota, you want to stay consistent. Hold on one second. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta take a break 1 second. Appreciate everybody on the live. Just give me 1 second. Um, Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause. All right, back. All right, the second quarter just started. If you're new to this, is Dunamis Ball. Try to go live as much as possible and look to post shorts as much as possible. Try to post them every day. Dantes makes the 11-footer off the Caitlin Clark assist. Uh, Fangbele with the defensive rebound. So it looks like Indiana's getting some life back in them. Trying to start off the quarter well. I mean, Minnesota scored 29 points in the first quarter. That's pretty good first quarter. Um, that's a 10-minute quarter. Uh, Kalen Clark with the turnover though. So Hines with the offensive rebound. They score it. I imagine she might have just put it up. We'll see. Yo, legendary Grant, what's going on, man? How you feeling, man? What's going on with you? Fangbele, she's getting subbed out. You know, maybe they need a little bit more offensive firepower. Yeah, Leah Boston comes in. She's had a good year, second year player out of South Carolina, champion, one of the better young players, one of the brighter young players in the league. So, oh man, hanging in there, man, hanging in there, man. It's Saturday. Can't be too mad though. Can't be too mad, man. Yeah, we got what? Couple more months till NBA though. You a college football person or not really? Hines Allen with the personal foul. Let's see who drew the foul though. It'd be good for Indiana to get some free throws. See the ball go in a few times, get a little rhythm going. Especially Caitlin Clark. She's like 1 for 8 right now. So you want to make sure you see the ball go in a few times just to keep your confidence going, keep your rhythm going. Aaliyah Boston has 4 and 3 rebounds. You might want to put a player like Lexi Hall or Grace Berger in there. Maybe get a little bit more life. But we know Lexi Hall can shoot the three ball. So if you're trying to get back in this, I would say running some plays for Lexi Hall, Katie Lou Samuelson, Caitlin Clark to get some threes, just to just to wake the game up a little bit because you're down by 13 in the second half. You wanna stay in it. Oh yeah, you think they need a little bit more of a veteran presence? That's honestly an interesting point though. That's an interesting point. So yeah, I feel like some of these young teams like them, Chicago, it's like teams are all the way veteran or they're like all the way young. Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Are you like the type of person that likes to see like a young core like stay together like Penny and Shaq or like Kobe and Shaq? Or you like to see like teams like, shake it up and try to see that if you can win as soon as possible? Let's see what's going on there. I don't know what kind of foul that was. It's a little bit of a delay. But while we're waiting to see what's going on, another game to keep note of is that Liberty and Sun game. I think that's the first two place teams in the league. So the Connecticut Sun are up 5 with going into the fourth quarter, 59-52. And Sabrina Ionescu is back this game. She was out with a neck injury, and but Nigel Laney Hamilton is still out though. So that's another game to keep an eye on, and I could keep y'all updated on that as it's going on. But this particular game, Kelsey Mitchell makes a 20-foot pull up off the Dantas assist. You need to keep the momentum. You need to stay alive in here. The only core I've seen develop uh, is Boston and Golden State pre Durant. That's a good point though. That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, I feel like in my head, I feel like it's a little different. Um, NBA, WNBA, but in some respects, it's similar because when you're in a smaller market, I feel like it's much more difficult to develop to like. Yeah, I feel like it's difficult to get like the free agents. So you might just have to make like a blockbuster trade if all sides would agree to it. But I feel like it's easier to build a team through a draft. Like a lot of times you got to build a team through a draft. Kind of like what you're saying with Boston and Golden State. Um I feel like depends who you have as a GM though, because I feel like Jerry West was one of those guys that could build teams. Like either way, like he drafted a lot of those guys in Golden State, and he also put together the Lakers team with Kobe and Shaq. You know what I mean? He tried to do it with the Clippers, but I do believe possibly could have won that fine. Possibly could have got the year where the Phoenix Suns got there. It's hard to really build a core for real. So I understand. Uh, OKC did. Yeah, okay, OKC. Yeah, OKC's got something. Okay, yeah, you like the way OKC did it with Shea. Yeah, honestly, much respect to Shea because I didn't know he was gonna be this good. Um, certain guys, certain guys just end up being really good players. Like Shea ended up being a really good player. Um, Tyrese Halliburton. Um, I just feel like a lot of the NBA is situational, but I could respect that. Like you have to build the core. Um, yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. OKC, they did a great job of building that team. I mean, if honestly, if they could have kept James Harden, like that's another guy too. Like, it's hard to tell. Like James Harden is gonna turn into that kind of dude. But if they could have kept James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant, Ibaka, Nick Collison, you know what I mean, and maybe added like another like athletic big as the game started to change. Who knows? They might have been able to do it. Oh, you feel like he draws a lot of fouls the way that James Harden was doing it? Oh, Indiana's coming right back in this one. Kelsey Mitchell with the two. Indiana's coming back, and Minnesota has to take the timeout. I mean, Minnesota is a veteran team, so I'm sure they're not shaking. But this is what I like to see. You know what I mean? Just get some threes going. Get some players in there. Run some threes for some plays for Lexi Hall. I would want to see Lexi Hall get some threes. I want to see Kelsey Mitchell too. You could run some things for Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, um Katie Lou Samuelson. You want to see some threes go down, and you want to just make sure you're within the rebounding race. Rebounding and don't turn over the ball, and I think they'll be in almost every game. Uh, yeah, that's another one too. I feel like there's a few franchises that know how to develop players, and I feel like Denver is one of them. Like Denver knows how to develop players. Like you go to Denver, you could get better. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of it just comes down to these GMs, like honestly. But like knowing how to develop players, I think Phoenix knows how to develop players as well. I think it didn't really work out with DeAndre Ayton, but DeAndre Ayton's like a unique case to me because and this is not even a knock to him, but he carries himself like a number one option that wants to get like 20 a night. But he doesn't play like that. Like he plays like really unselfish basketball. Like he's like really good as a defender who does the little things. He'll tag the roll man. He seems like a kind of guy who's going to be talking on defense. Doing the little things that get you wins, boxing out, like almost like a Chuck Hayes, but with a little more offense. But the way he kind of like maybe because he was a number one pick, there's like an expectation that he's going to be like a scoring type dude, but the way he plays is really unselfish. But like the way they develop Booker, um, even look at what happened with uh who's my man who went to the Knicks? Uh, he went to Brooklyn and went to the Knicks from Villanova. The defender, what is his name? M m m shoot, who was this kid from Villanova? There's a lot of Villanova dudes on Mikal Bridges though. There's a lot of Villanova dudes on the Knicks. Yeah, exactly. Mikal Bridges. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like the way they developed him, you know what I mean? Things as a franchise. Melo was 15 with the Nuggets and now Joker. Yeah, that's super weird. That's super weird. And I feel like that's why Melo got like felt insulted. But I understand how Melo feels on that, but to be 100% honest with you, like Joker was a second round pick. They didn't know that he was going to be that good. And he wore that number before he got to the NBA, you know what I mean? So I don't feel like it was a slight. I know Melo's really sensitive with things like that, but to be honest, like I don't think it was purposeful. 8-point game, 5 to go. This has the feel like Indiana is not going to lay down. Dantes with the Caitlin Clark assist. What does she have? 5 assists now? Yeah, 5 assists, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Caitlin Clark's been on a tear the last few games since the break, averaging 8 assists a game. Look at the numbers: 24, 19 assists, 17, 6 assists, 29, 10 assists, 23, 9 assists. Like, she's starting to find her rhythm. This game, she's a little bit off, but she is playing against the second best team in the, uh, I think the second best team in the W, right? Connecticut. Uh, Maybe the third best team in the W. So it does make a difference when you're playing against this quality of talent. Caitlin Clark with the 3 ball. But Minnesota scores. Aaliyah Boston. Good to see Aaliyah Boston just trying to be a playmaker as well. You think the Lakers get into the playoffs this year? Nafisha Collier having a really good year, coming off that Olympic gold medal. Can't be mad at Nafisha. The former UConn Husky, playing well. What is she getting you, like, what, 20-7? Let's see who's hopefully there's a shooting foul. Oh, I believe that was an and one, actually. Yeah, Caitlin Clark, layup, and one. Yeah, if you're not hitting, just try to get to the line a little bit. 5 to 8 range. Nice. That's not bad. The West is pretty rough. The West is pretty rough. Dang. Um, it's always hard for me to go against Paul George because, to me, honestly, like, I could say debatably he's the second most skilled dude the game has ever seen behind Durant. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me because, like, if you go back and look at what he was doing in Indiana, especially like his defensive win shares percentage, like, the defense, he was all over the place. You know what I mean? But I wasn't like the biggest like Paul George guy, but it's just the thing with Melo is, man, that guy could carry a team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, Melo's the best scorer the game has ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he's a better player than Durant, but his ability to be able to get in the post and bang like that, there's got to be something to be said about that. I like Melo. Yo, that, yeah, I was talking about him. Yeah, Danny Granger, it was crazy, man, because I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, like, and I did like a thing where I went through like the drafts. I don't remember what draft Danny Granger was. I think it was 2005, and I was going through like different drafts, and like Danny Granger was really good, man. He was like, oh, he was really good. Like, he was good on defense. He could hit the three, you know what I mean? And I honestly think he came around a little early because, that era of three, they weren't shooting threes at that era. Um, they weren't shooting threes at the same pace at that era, you know what I mean? But it was weird. Like, I think it was injuries that really got him though. But I think either way they were trying to turn it over to Paul George. And it was weird because, like, I remember when they drafted Paul George, I was like, why would you draft the same kind of player? And Bill Simmons, basically, he was like, when he was doing his redrafts, he was like, man, Indiana basically drafted the same player in Paul George, the same player as Danny Granger, but they drafted the 2.0 Terminator version. You know what I mean? Like, Paul George was like this freak athlete. So it was interesting. It was interesting. Cool. Carlton is hooping this game though. Carlton's hooping, but she's slow. I'll say she's slowing down a little bit in the second quarter, but she's really hooping. 8 points a game, 10 points in the first quarter, 3 assists as well. Nafisha Collier is just going off, shooting super efficient from the field, 7 for 12. She has a 3 ball, a rebound. You know what I mean? She's shown why she's one of the best players in the league. It's just crazy when you look around the league and you see how many of these UConn players are just out here just dominating. Granger, Hibbert, West, wait, West, Lance. Yo, for real, like that team would have been good. They were good, man. They gave LeBron and those guys a bit of a challenge. Hibbert, being an all-star at that time, if they were all healthy, it would have been interesting to see them healthy and Chicago healthy. Like if D Rose doesn't go down, like that what they would have been able to try and do to see what they could do against Miami at that time. Like all those guys healthy. Man, it could have been crazy, but like I feel like the NBA is always like riddled with like those what if stories, man. The one that I always think about is one that I think about is Sabonis's dad, like Arvydas Sabonis. Like if that dude came into the NBA non-injured, like prime, people say he would have been one of the best ever, and I gotta believe him because you look at the son. You know what I'm saying? You look at what his son does, and you know, and the son is like, you know, I wouldn't say to the same level as the father, and no disrespect to the son. Like I feel like the son is Jokic light, and the father would have been like Jokic. You know what I mean? The Jokic before Jokic, because you see the passing, and the father was a way better athlete than Jokic. So it would have been interesting to just see what could have happened. But I feel like there's a lot of what ifs, man. It's like sometimes like I was watching Gil's Arena. He was talking about it was him, Baron Davis, Brandon Jennings. All three of those dudes had their careers cut short by injuries, and it sucks. You know what I mean? But it's just like one of those things where you can never really know. Caitlin Clark with another layup. The three ball's not going. Get to the rim. Get to the rim. Get to the rack. And one. I believe she had the and one on that 2-point game. Caitlin Clark with a defensive rebound. She might want to pull up on here and hit a backbreaker, honestly. But if she's not feeling good, out of bounds turnover. Another TO by Caitlin Clark. It's all right. She's a young player. She's getting it flowing. Like honestly, she started off the game really, really poorly, but she has 12 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Crazy, crazy. And it's only a 4-point game. So she's really keeping a minute. Nafisha Collier with the block. Kayla McBride with the board. You think Las Vegas could get it again? You think Las Vegas could win it, or you think New York or you think New York or like Connecticut will take the title? Las Vegas not like 100% like they're not looking the smoothest, but I still feel like when you have arguably the best player in Asia Wilson, like I feel like you're still in contention. Lynx with the offensive rebound. I always love when they get offensive boards and kick it out for three. Let's see what they do here. Fever with the offensive board. Kick it out for three. Hit a three, make it a 1-point game. We have what's it called? You think Boston could repeat though? You think they're like a dynasty level team, or you think they're one of those teams that will just get one just to like prove that they could do it, but they might not be able to go back and get it again? Aaliyah Boston with the Aaliyah Boston, like similar to Angel Reese. Like I feel like the both of them, like if they're not getting plays called for them, they'll get it off the rim. They'll get it off the glass. 1 point game. With how poorly Indiana played in the first quarter, was pretty much how well they played in the second quarter. So shout out to them for not laying down and backing down. It's not looking great for New York right now. Sabrina Ionescu comes back in the important game, but they're still down 9. She has 12 and 3. Brianna Stewart has 10, 13 and 4. And it's kind of surprising because Connecticut is up by 9, but they played yesterday. So it's hard to win back to backs. So credit to them. I would say use most of the clock on this one. Oh, turnover. Darn, Caitlin Clark with the steal. I imagine she finished the bucket. Ooh. Was she hit a 3 ball? Oh my gosh. She hit the 3 ball just to be disrespectful. Oh man. Halftime. All right, I'm going to switch over to the New York game. Down by double figs. Anybody's tuning in. I switched over to the New York game. It's halftime. It's halftime right now. It's halftime right now. 1 point game between Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Lynx. Caitlin Clark hit a 3 at the end. She's up to 15 points. Started off the game really slow. Started up 1 for 8, but started to cook a little bit at the end. But right now, changed it to the Connecticut New York game. This is an important game for seeding because these are two of the basically the two top teams in the league, I believe. Brianna Stewart not going off this game. Sabrina Ionescu misses a shot. Kayla Thornton with the offensive rebound. I would say just try to get, man, they probably have to try to get some threes, but get some quick scores. Get some quick scores or get to the line. Yeah, Brianna Stewart with the 3. Yeah, there you go. You know, you want to get quality threes and you want to get to the rim. You want to get to the rim and stop the clock. Because if you're getting to the rim, stopping the clock and putting points on the board, it's a good way of staying in the game. And if you're getting to the rim, also that you know you're Sabrina Ionescu misses the 3. Dewana Bonner with the rebound. A little over a minute left. 8-point game. You don't want to let any threes go down, so you want to guard the 3-point line because any threes will probably be a backbreaker at this point. You got less than a minute left. So if you can force a turnover, good. If you can force a tough shot, get that rebound. and push it down. You don't necessarily need to hit a three, but you want to get a quality shot and you want to get a quality shot fast. Brianna Stewart with the foul. Sabrina Ionescu with the foul. Hopefully they're fouling one of the weaker free throw shooters. It's a little tough. Not a lot of time on the clock left. DeWanna Bonner misses. Oh, technical free throw. Oh, Sabrina Ionescu with the technical. Darn. Maybe a little frustrated first game coming back. Got to get her rhythm, get her feet under her, but it's all right. Brianna Stewart with the quick two. Still down 8 though. That was costly because they got the technical and 2 free throws. Darn. That's tough. That's really tough. Important game, but always learning lessons at least though. Always learning lessons at least, and Sabrina Ionescu still has to get like her rhythm coming back, so I don't know. It's gonna be tough to come back in this one, but there's always a shot if you force some turnovers and hit a three or so, a three or two. If anybody's tuning in, the game was on the Indiana Fever and Minnesota Lynx game, but they're at halftime right now. So Jalen Sherrod comes in for Sabrina Ionescu. I wonder if she's in foul trouble or something. Nah, I don't know. Tough shooting night though for Sabrina. Mabry's coming in. I mean, Mabry's been doing well. She's been really had a tough start to the season with Dallas. Wasn't really in her rhythm. Dallas is kind of struggling as a team, so maybe this trade was a little bit better for her. She's no longer playing with her college teammate. Cannot be mad at that. Dajanay Carrington with the wow, wow. This game is a little chippy right now. A lot of emotions right now, but yeah. Anybody who's entering the Indiana Fever Minnesota Lynx game is that's at uh that's at halftime right now. Under 30 seconds to go. It's gonna be tough for New York to win this one, but game's definitely not over, so don't you can't quit. Just wanna see if you can take advantage of the technical foul and maybe hit a three. I mean, you make a free throw, 65, make a three, 68, 4-point game, so still a shot. Just gotta be kind of quick. Gotta be kind of quick right now. I guess they're reviewing the play. Carrington misses the free throw. Oof. But not too bad because you're still up 8 with under 30 to go. So not a huge deal. Misses both. Solidly with the defensive rebound. Wow. You want to push that thing fast though. You want to push that thing fast. Try to get as quick of a shot as possible. Oh, turnover. Darn. Darn, this one might be academic at this point. Yeah, this one might be over. Yep, it's over. Good, solid game though. Good test for both teams, just to see where you're at. Indiana halftime. Let's look at the team stats. So both teams shooting pretty well. I don't know if I don't know if Indiana was shooting well in the first quarter, but they definitely tightened it up in the second, 48% to 45% in favor of Indiana. And not shooting the three ball well, but um 35% for Minnesota is not bad. And both teams shooting the free throws pretty well. 100% for Indiana, 77% for Minnesota, which is definitely good. That's solid. But the real discrepancy here is on these rebounds. Um, 22 to 10. I would suspect a lot of that is Aaliyah Boston. But interesting to note is the assists. So that's interesting considering Caitlin Clark is one of the best in terms of assists in the league. So, but the turnovers, 8 is not horrendous, but I know they had like a few that I was seeing. 8's not horrendous though, but the fact that Minnesota only has 3 says a lot, and definitely shows why they're in contention for a title this year. Try to take it back to the days of Lindsay Whalen and Maya Moore and Simone Augustus and all them. Try to bring it back to those championship years. Points in the paint, doing a good job. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark hasn't been hitting the three ball, but she's been getting to the rim. So would like to see Kaylee Lou Samuelson keep shooting it. You miss a few, you make a few, it's all good. Melissa Smith not really shooting the ball. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if there was a little bit of an injury or hopefully she's not hurt. Leah Boston with 7 boards, right? So that's part of the reason why they're up so much in the rebounding category. Kelsey Mitchell playing really well, 6 of 8, shooting the ball really well. And Caitlin Clark started off 1 of 8, and you know, now is 5 for 13, which is not like the greatest shooting percentage, but it's still pretty solid. Got her up to 15 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. So doing a little bit of everything as she normally does. I believe she's averaging 7 rebounds a game and 8 assists per game. So not just a scorer, and that was the same thing she was doing in college. Like she was averaging 8 or 9 rebounds a game, 9 assists. So just continuing doing what she does. And she's like a taller point guard. So at about 6 feet tall, she's able to, grab some boards, and she's a one person fast break in many senses, and she could pull up. Nafisha Collier is like playing really well though. Playing really well. Yeah, anybody who's tuning in, it's the game's at halftime. So giving a little bit of a rundown. But I'm seeing it in the chat, so if anybody has any questions or anything, I'm able to see in the chat. But yeah, it's been a good game. It's been a good game. Um, Indiana started off slowly, but they're slowly picking it back up. Trying to go live as much as possible, in the times that I can, and usually posting shorts. So if you're, check out any of the shorts. I'm usually posting shorts on a daily. I'm looking to post shorts on a daily. Um, Feel free to subscribe or like. You know, we're always trying to build a little bit of a community in here. So whenever we do some games, just a little break from regular life. You know what I mean? Some positivity out there. Wishing everybody well on a Saturday night. So it looks like the game has started again. Just in case if anybody doesn't remember, New York just went and lost to Minnesota. So that has some good implications. I don't think it moves them down in the playoff picture at all, but still a good win, still a good game. Katie Lou Samuelson comes in. Like to see them run some threes for her though. Foul on Caitlin Clark. I wonder who drew the foul. Uh, Carlton or Nafisha Collier. Kayla McBride. Okay. Kayla McBride has not been going crazy this game, but definitely one of their better players. So I'm sure she wants to see the ball go in the basket a little bit. Probably their second best player at about 15 points a night. Drops both those free throws. Kay Lou Samuelson misses. I still want Courtney Williams good. She does a good job of setting up her teammates. Probably the leading assist player on Minnesota. About 5 assists a night. Every day with you is like Saturday. I don't know if anybody listens to Forrest Frank. I've been listening to some of his newer songs. I can dig them. Let's see who scored on this play. 3-point game. It's been close. Indiana's been doing a good job. I don't know who scored or what the bucket was, but Indiana's been doing a really good job. Hmm. Not sure what's going on here. Wonder what that delay is. Oh, there we go. Courtney Williams. Okay. The running pull-up jump shot. I wonder what that is. I imagine that's a runner. Darn, Minnesota going on a little bit of a run here. Fever got to call a timeout. That was a bit of a barrage right there. Let's see, because it kind of paused. So Kayla McBride, Kayla. Okay, so Leah Boston scored. Then Kayla three ball, and then Courtney Williams with the running jump shot. I imagine that's a runner. I don't know what a running jump shot is, but I imagine it was some type of runner though. But the thing is, something about Indiana, like I never. It doesn't seem like they're scared of anybody at this point. So I don't think a team going on a run is gonna like discourage them at all. It seems like they've kind of seen it and they kind of like are starting to figure out their stride. I'm not saying they're gonna win this game. I'm not saying they're gonna you know win a playoff series, but I wouldn't be surprised if they can you know get their record to pretty respectable because they started out really slow. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they finish up 500 or even higher than 500. To be honest with you, um, Indiana's just finding their stride, and Clark has been a lot better since the Olympic break. I'm always a little nervous to put on some music because I don't want to get any copyright strikes. Yeah, but I do think it's important for Indiana to take care of the ball though. You know, as you're trying to improve as a team, as you're trying to, make a comeback in this game, you don't want to give the other team opportunities. You want to get like decent shots up, shots that'll give you a chance for offensive rebounds, shots that'll not allow um Minnesota to get like easy fast break buckets. And if you're Minnesota, you want to make sure you're keeping the foot on the gas. Like you don't want to give a young team like a chance. Nafisha Collier, another 2 pointer. Bridget Carlson having a good game. Aaliyah Boston with the offensive rebound. Gets her own rebound. Oh, turns it over. Darn. They might need to run a little bit more plays for her. Like I know she rebounds, but like when you run some plays for your big, like it gives them a little more incentive to keep running, keep rebounding, keep, playing defensively. Aaliyah Boston with another rebound. She's probably up to 10 right now. Yep, 10. Think she could get it. Kaylin Clark with the miss. The Lynx with the defensive rebound. Kaylin Clark, if you're just tuning in, Kaylin Clark started off really slow in this game, 1 for 8, but she's done a good job of just sticking with it. She's not really hitting from the long range, but she's been getting to the rim, and I believe she has 17 points right now. 15. And Lynx with a defensive rebound. Indiana's been a little bit cold in this quarter. They had 46. They had 44 points at halftime. Only 46. A little under 4 minutes have gone by, but they're staying in the game though. They're definitely staying in the game. They definitely don't seem scared. Nalissa Smith with the steal off the bad pass from Courtney Williams. Yeah, you want to take advantage of this one. It seems like they got a three ball. Katie Lou Samuelson. Let me take a guess that Katie Lou Samuelson hit a three ball. Kelsey Mitchell. Okay. Shout out to Kelsey Mitchell. Nafisha Collier comes right back. She's playing really well. I think she's probably up to what, 20, 21 points? 19. Wait. Nah, I think she has more. 21 points. Yeah, it was a little delayed right there. Caitlin Clark with a bad pass. Another turnover from Caitlin Clark. That's probably one of the next steps in her evolution as a player. Just watching those turnovers. Another thing is just being careful when it comes to the refs. You know what I mean? Being careful when it comes to the refs. Trying to be more of a defensive player. Not to say she doesn't play defense, but Nalissa Smith right there stops the bleeding off the Carlton three ball. Carlton with the foul. That's good. Well, that's good for Indiana. Hopefully, it's a shooting foul. Get to the line, knock down a couple free throws, and then you make sure this game is a single digit game. You want to keep this game single digits going into the fourth quarter, but there's definitely enough time in this quarter to make a run. Melissa Smith misses the free throw. Oof. Melissa Smith with the offensive rebound. You don't want to miss again. Oh, Aaliyah Boston with the offensive rebound. They are getting these rebounds. They were really down. She got to make this one, or at least draw a foul or something. They are really crushing Minnesota on the glass. There you go. At least draw a foul at the very least. I don't know. Maybe Aaliyah Boston drew the foul, but yeah, you want to at least be drawing fouls because if you're taking care of the glass that well, if you're wiping it, you wanna get some rewards for that because they're really dominating on the glass. Oh shoot, Fang Bele with another offensive rebound. Dang it, they are crushing on this glass, but they're just not hitting. They got it. You gotta score. Normally, I would say kick it out for three, but if the shots are not going, just try to at least draw some fouls because they're definitely not hitting this game. Definitely not one of their better. This quarter has not been their quarter at all. Yeah, they did kick it out for three. Don't kick it out for three. Oh, they kicked it out for three again and missed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's a lid on the rim. This is crazy. Like for real, they probably got like five offensive rebounds on the same trip, and they ended up with nothing. That's got to be painful. That's got to be super painful. Let's see who the Indiana Fever coach it. Christy Sides. Yeah, she got to be beside herself. Not good. Not good. Katie Lou Samuelson with the foul. Who was it on Carl? Foul. She fouled Carlson. They made the free throw though. Lafisha Collier. Lexi Hole coming in. Yeah. Trade 3-point shooting for 3-point shooting. One of them's got to hit. You just need something to spark the team. Just run a couple plays for her, see how it goes. Lexi Hole and Katie Lou Samuelson, kind of similar players. Leah Boston. Let's see if she gets another offensive rebound though. Another offensive rebound. This is getting crazy. See if she could finish this one though. I don't know. I don't know what the delay is. I'm not mad today. It's 3 minutes in. I mean, you don't want to go into the fourth quarter. Shot clock turn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I say go to the rim, but if you can get like a nice pull up, that's what that you feel confident in. Shoot that thing. She's not bashful. We know that, but offensive foul. Darn it. Darn. Wow. Indiana has struggled this quarter. I mean, they've only scored 7 points this whole quarter. So it's definitely not. Get that rebound, push it, push that thing, try to get to the free throw line because they're just off. Got to see something go through the rim. Caleb Clark, tray ball, offensive rebound by Carlson. Carlson's been playing well, really well this game. Another offensive. Hey, they're starting to get that offensive rebound flow. It's been a lot of offensive rebounds. Like both teams got to make sure they're boxing out, making sure that they're getting a body on a player. But actually, not too bad. Down by 9. Yeah, down by 9 with a little over 2 minutes to go. So as long as you could go into the fourth quarter not down by much, not by down by double figures, that's decent for Indiana. As far as Minnesota goes, they had a decent quarter. Um, Getting out rebounded by a lot, but seems like they're taking care of the ball. So, you know, they're doing the right things. They're just kind of getting out rebounded. I don't know if they have the size though. I don't know if Minnesota has like the size to be able to yeah, I don't know if they have the size to because Collier is at 10 rebounds. She's Nafisha Collier is really only 6'1". You know what I mean? They're not really playing a lot of bigs. Juhas is their young player out of UConn, but she's not. I don't even know if she's playing this game. I don't know if she's played at all this game. So it's just one of those things. Rebounding just may not be your strength, but as long as you take care of the ball, you'll be in games. Something tells me Caitlin Clark's in for a big fourth quarter, though. Something tells me she's about to go nuts. She has what, 19 in this game? 18. Yeah, 18 in this game, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Not shooting the ball well. Kelsey Mitchell's been really pacing them. Gotta get something going for Lexi Hall or Katie Lou Samuelson, or put Grace Berger in there. Whoa, the call is overturned. I've been seeing that a little bit. Last game I saw a call was overturned too. A call was overturned by the refs. If anybody's hearing any sound issues, let me know. Sounds okay to me. Caitlin Clark with another turnover. She's been struggling with the turnovers this game. You gotta take care of the ball. You gotta take care of the ball. I mean, when you're a young team, Courtney Williams with the two. Aaliyah Boston with the that's good. I want to see some plays for her. Like break down the defense, give Aaliyah Boston some layups. You know what I mean? Like she's been rebounding her butt off. She's got what 11 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 11 rebounds. You know what I mean? Let her eat a little bit. You want to make sure you get a stop if you're Indiana. And if you're Minnesota, just get a good shot. Oh no, Caitlin Clark. Oh, back-to-back turnovers. Caitlin Clark with a steal. Then she turns it over. Another turnover. She's got to have like at least 6 turnovers. She might get like a triple double with turnovers, kind of like Jason Kidd used to get. I don't know if anybody remembers those days with Jason Kidd. We rack up the turnovers. Aaliyah Boston with another rebound. She's up to 12. Honestly, just get a good shot. Just hit one good shot on this. There's probably still going to be some time on the clock, but get like a decent shot that you could be proud of. And it keeps getting bad. Naphesia Collier. Oh, that's perfect. I don't know. I don't know who went to the line, but if it's Aaliyah Boston or Caitlin Clark, it's good. Just get them, keep them going, keep that momentum flowing. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell's been hooping. Kelsey Mitchell might have to take over in the fourth quarter. 7-point game. That's right where you want to be. That's right where you want to be going into the fourth quarter, honestly. Oh, Minnesota comes right back. Naphesia Collier. Courtney Williams with the assist. How many assists does Courtney Williams have? Let's say 7. She has 3, and Naphesia Collier has 25. Well, 4. Courtney Williams has 4 assists, and Naphesia Collier has 25. She is hooping. Oh, Minnesota comes right back. Caitlin Clark with the legs. About to be a crazy fourth quarter, y'all. Get your popcorn, get your snacks if you have to. This fourth quarter is about to get crazy. It just has the feel. I was doing the game yesterday. Fortunately, I was having some sound issues, but that was a crazy game too. Chicago and Connecticut, like this kind of has the same kind of feel. All right, let's look at the team stats before the fourth quarter starts. The shooting is still pretty decent, 43% to 47%. Like for me, just based on just, been observing the game cast, it's gonna be a turnover issue. 5 for 20 from three ball. They're just not hitting. Not the worst thing in the world, not the biggest problem in the world. 34% from Minnesota, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Only 6 free throws. It's kinda low. But what's keeping them in the game is those rebounds. 14 offensive rebounds and 34 rebounds total to 16. As it was mentioned, like Minnesota just kind of doesn't have the size. but 20 assists to 10. That's kind of surprising. It's kind of surprising when you look at that, but look at the turnovers, 14 to 5. That's kind of like the game right there. You know what I mean? 14 to 5. Not really a crazy amount of points off turnovers, but still. 34 points in the paint. That's what you want to see, because considering uh Indiana's not hitting right now, you want to have those points in the paint. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fourth quarter. I think it's gonna be a good fourth quarter. I think you just gotta think, like, if Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Katie Lou Samuelson, Lexi Hall, if one of them starts going from three, I think they probably should bring in Grace Berger to just ruffle things up a little bit defensively and get things going, especially if this was a home game. She's the hometown kid, played at Indiana, you know what I mean? But let's get back to the game. Diamond Miller comes in for Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams been playing well, 4 assists. I believe she's the team leader in assists, if I'm correct. So, been doing her usual fizzle. Yeah, she's at 5 assists a game. A little under 10 to go. Let's see how this fourth quarter gets popping. Leah Boston misses his shot. Natisha Hyman with the defensive board. Get it to Courtney Williams. Let Courtney Williams run the offense. Get something going for Nafisha Collier. Free throw line extended. Get her a little Diamond Miller. Okay. Run something for I don't know. Run like a little like pin down or a pick and pop. Kaylin Clark misses another three. She's just not hitting, but you just need to get one. You just need to get one to see it go through the rim, though, for real. Nafisha Collier, Richard Carlton with the offensive rebound. They might want to kick it out for three. Oh, another offensive rebound. Now they're getting the offensive rebounds. They scored off of it too. I don't know if Hyman scored it, but somebody scored. Oh, Allen. 7-point game. They're still in it. Kelsey Mitchell, you are hooping, young lady. Carlton with the three. Ooh, takes it back to a 10-point game. Ooh, who scored? Kelsey Mitchell or Caitlin Clark? Right back at you. This is a good fourth quarter. It just has a feel of Lexi Hall makes the 2-pointer. I'm trying to see her make some threes, though, honestly. Kelsey Mitchell with the steal. Let's see if we can get a 3-ball going here. Let's get Lexi Hall in the corner for 3. Kickball. Yeah. Maybe throw put Aaliyah Boston back with like 3 minutes to go to finish the game. But maybe get a little bit of 3-point shooting in here. Lexi Hall with the 3. That's exactly what you need. That's exactly what you need. Got to run some plays for Lexi Hall and Katie Lou Samuelson. Dantas with the miss. Maisha, Hines Allen playing well. Playing well. Still in like, seems like she's just doing like the little things. But I like it. I like it. This fourth quarter is about to be nuts. I can feel it. Yeah, Hines Allen, 4 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, in 13 minutes. Just playing well. Just doing what she got to do. Hyman's playing really well. 5 point game. This is actually not that bad. It's not that bad. I think it's going to be a close game. Listen, you could hit some three. Let me check something real fast. From Utah. Ah, okay. Nice. All right, yeah, but like you hit a couple threes, it's going to be a back and forth affair. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I think it's going to be a good fourth quarter for real. I think it's going to be a good fourth quarter. It started out with a bang. I feel like Minnesota's been doing a better job on these rebounds because they were getting crushed. They were getting crushed on the rebounds. But I feel like they're doing a better job now. Lynx timeout. Pretty close right now. Sorry. Making a little noise in the background. Let's see. Yeah, the only other game going on was New York and Connecticut. Connecticut won that one. But I think New York is still the number one seed in the playoff race. So I mean, important win, good win. Um, New York 25-5, Connecticut 22-7, Minnesota 21-8. So if Minnesota wins this game, that puts them at tied. So that's a logjam at the top, honestly. Bridget Carlton has been playing really well. That seems kind of like an offense for defense switch right there. Getting Kayla McBride back in, getting Courtney Williams back in. Not saying that Courtney Williams is not a good defender, but Lexi Hall makes the layup. Wow. But Minnesota comes right back. Lexi Hall is playing like she's doing a little more than Kayla McBride. You see what they made that offense for defensive switch. Now Indiana comes right back. Dantas with the short jumper off the Caitlin Clark assist. I think she's probably up to what, 8 assists? And then Minnesota comes right back. Yeah, 8 assists for Caitlin Clark. Okay, Dantas, and then who scores? Dantas misses the three. Okay, who scored for oh, Courtney Williams scored for Minnesota. Oh, another score. Somebody swapped the three. Kayla McBride swapped the three. She came in guns a blazing. Or she came in hitting right now. Dang it, man. This is crazy. I'm telling you, this fourth quarter is gonna be crazy. That's what I'm telling you. This game has a feel of like It's gonna end kind of. It's been back and forth. It's been a good fourth quarter. Caitlin Clark's up to 20 points now, 20 points, 8 assists. You know what I mean? It was not looking good in the beginning, but she stuck with it. I think one of the reasons why Indiana has been able to stay in this game is their rebounding, honestly. You know what I mean? They've been rebounding the ball well. Leah Boston is a great rebounder. But the problem has been their turnovers. They're not hitting threes and they're turning the ball over. But they're doing enough to stay in the game because they're making timely plays and going on runs. Lexi Hall has had a really good fourth quarter, but they made a couple of substitutions. So Kayla McBride came in, uh, scored like 5 points. Courtney Williams comes in, she scores. So they made those substitutions to get some offensive firepower, and it worked. So that's a good job by the coach, just making sure putting the right players in. Cheryl Reed, wow, Cheryl Reed's been there for a minute. She's been there since 2010, so she got all their titles. Like she basically was there when Maya Moore came in. So Maya Moore came in 2011, and got 4 titles in that piece. She should honestly have a job for a really long time. Should have a job for a really long time, considering what she's done. And look at what the team is doing right now. Different kind of construction of a team, but still a nice team. I still want to see some more plays run for Lexi Hall or Katie Lou Samuelson. Just want to see them get at least a three. And Kelsey Mitchell, see her get a three. Caitlin Clark's gonna be Caitlin Clark, but those other players, I want to see them get some plays. Um, I would say put Aaliyah Boston in 2 minutes, put her in for 3 minutes, let her go the rest of the game. Maybe run like one play for her, get her a little layup. But other than that, she could get it off the glass like she's been doing. I think she has 11 boards, 12 boards, double double. That double double. You know what I mean? So yeah, there you are. Well, they put Aaliyah Boston in a little early, but not a bad play. I like that. Get Aaliyah Boston in, let her run the rest of the way. Um, a little bit of offense for defense, but I feel like Aaliyah Boston is going to be able to play some D. Is going to be able to rebound. So Temi Fangbale, my Nigerian sister, not a bad. Uh, she does a lot of good little things. Elena Smith, yeah, there you go. Draw foul. I don't know if this is a shooting foul or not, but if you're shooting foul, oh, turnover. Darn, too many turnovers. Kayla McBride swaps another three. Oh my gosh. She has been hooping this fourth quarter, I tell you. She has like what, 8 in the fourth quarter? She's up to what, 20, 19 points. My goodness. 4 for 9 from 3. She has been hooping. Kayla McBride has been hooping. Golly. Golly. She missed the free throw. I don't know what that free throw was. What was it? And one? Indiana's down 11. That's pretty bad. Get to the rim if you can. Oh, misses a shot. Oh, man. Not looking great now. It's been a back and forth affair, but now, now Indiana's, I don't know, like the veteran play It's kind of like showing up now. Nafisha Collier, she's been a little quiet. She's been a little quiet, I feel like, in this fourth quarter, probably in the second half overall. Kayla McBride with the assist. Kayla McBride is just taking over this game. Personal foul. She's really taking over this game. Showing why she's one of the better players in this league. Alana Smith with another rebound there. Ooh, not looking good. Not looking good for Indiana, but Minnesota's showing why they are who they are. Third best team in the league. Um, Trying to keep pace with Connecticut. Nafisha Collier with another one. Boom. Was she up to 29 points now? 29 point. Wow. Kelsey Mitchell trying to stop the bleeding a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what Caitlin Clark's doing, but I would say if you can get some good threes, try to take them now, because you're already down 13 points. You're already down 13 points, so it's a little bit. I'm not saying there's not time, but a good three, like a quality 3 pointer. You don't need to take like crazy difficult step back threes, but a quality three. There you go. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell with another shot. She's been playing really well this game. Super underrated. Super underrated. Um, yeah, I would say you just keep forcing it to the rim, but if you want to get some quality threes though, just to shake it up, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. I mean, Minnesota is a veteran team, and they haven't been turning the ball over, so they're really not going to beat themselves. You know what I mean? So you want to put a little bit of pressure by getting a quality three. If I'm Caitlin Clark, I want to test it a little bit. You know, test it a little bit, or see if you can get to the rim and get something for Aaliyah Boston. Other than that, uh, I like when they were going to Lexi Hall. Yeah, I like when they were going to Lexi Hall. If you can, if you could repeat that process, get Lexi Hall something. Maybe call a quick timeout and draw something up for Lexi. A little corner pocket. Leah Boston with another rebound. She's been. Listen, get her. Driving. Oof. I don't know about that. I don't know about the 25-foot pull up three. I don't know if you need that. Get something within rhythm. Get something in the offense. You know, I know you need threes, but like a quality three, off a play, from a Caitlin Clark like driving kick, or like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe you could pull up here. Like, yeah, on a turnover, a little bit of fast break defense, backpedaling or something like that. But you still want to take quality shots because you're still down 12. Courtney Williams with the defensive rebound. Playing well. Playing well. Just like a good overall game for her. You really don't need to force anything. Just get a couple quality shots. If one or two of them go down, pretty much ice this game. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a few threes. It's gonna take some turnovers, forcing some turnovers for Indiana to get back in this one. It's gonna be tough. Not bad though. Not bad. This was a nice little fourth quarter, especially the start of it. Started it out bang bang. Lexi Hall with the shooting foul. Hmm. Who's it? Nafisha Collier going to the line. They made one, whoever it was. Yeah, Nafisha Collier. She made one, misses the second one. Oh, offensive rebound. That might be the backbreaker. That might be game, y'all. That might be game, y'all. If they hit a three, yikes. Did it too, though. Hey, those are growing pains, though. Those are growing pains of trying to get better. They actually should be proud of what they did, though. Courtney Williams with the 20 point. Like a long two. Like, honestly, you want to step that back a little bit. Just shoot a three. You know, they always say that's the worst shot in basketball, or one of the worst shots. Long twos like that. I sure like, I don't know. There's really nothing else you could do. Like, kind of want to step that back. I don't know who hit the three. Was it Caitlin Clark or Lexi Hall? Or Kelsey, Lexi Hall. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Run some plays for her, but it's a little late now. Caitlin Clark, yeah, you might as well try to see what you can do. Her, Kelsey Mitchell, see what you can do. Yeah, Caitlin Clark with the layup. Yeah, it's a little tough. I wanted to run some plays for Lexi Hall like earlier, so you're not down by so much. Kayla McBride with a shooting foul. Who's going to the line? Kelsey Mitchell or Caitlin Clark? Uh, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's up to what? 23? 23 and 8. Not a bad game though, for real. Can't be mad at that. And if you lose by single digits. You can't be mad at that. Developing habits for real. Let me make sure the sound is good. Life is good. Fisher Collier misses the first free throw. I mean, I imagine they're if she makes this, they're gonna. Yeah, she did. She makes it. Fever's gonna come out, try to set something up for three. Uh, Probably the best bet. Try to set up a three or get a super quick two. I mean, when I say speed, 2 seconds. So like 40 seconds on the clock. If you can score by that time, that's it. Don't want to waste any more than like 2 seconds. Uh, yeah, one for a three, I think. Oh no, she missed the lay. Oh my gosh, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. Lexi Hall with it. Darn. That's all right. But I would rather Lexi Hall be shooting threes than driving to the rim, though, to be honest with you. I don't know what they called, but I would rather her be shooting threes than driving to the rim. That's just my take. Can't be mad though. Nafisha Collier missed another free throw. Huh. She missed another free throw. Oh shoot. Pull up. Just pull up on this one. Just pull up for three. If you miss it, it's over. Hmm. Game over, y'all. Unless anybody has any questions, we'll be logging out. Not sure if anybody has anything they want to say about the game or in general. Other than that, it was a good game. Caitlin Clark had 23 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Nafisha Collier, 31 points, 5 rebounds. All right, y'all. God bless. In Jesus' name, amen.